Welcome to Cricket Yoga, episode 12. My name is Hannah. Today we'll do things a little bit differently. We'll start off with some flow and then do some floor stuff toward the end. So I'd recommend that you have a strap or a resistance band. I'm actually sort of preferring the resistance bands right now. And a block or something block-like. A big book would work, a water bottle would work for some stuff. A big blanket would work as well, something to stack. Start in a comfortable seat, please. If sitting up is uncomfortable, or if your energy is low right now, you can start by lying down on your back. If you're still seated, place your hands to your thighs or place your palms together in front of your heart. If you're lying down, place your hands somewhere that's comfortable to you. Either lower your gaze or softly close your eyes. And take a moment to establish a steady place within yourself. Establish a place of strength. Establish a space of awareness so that you can take this time to ask what you need from your practice. And awareness to be able to hear the answer. If you're not sure what you need, keep listening throughout practice. Keep cultivating your awareness. In yoga, we breathe primarily through the nose. So take a deep inhale through your nostrils. And as you do so, sit a little taller. When you're ready with your exhale, breathe out through your nose. Keep the length that you've gained in your seat, but soften your shoulders. Soften the features of your face. So that as you're establishing a place of strength, you're also establishing a place of peace. Gently lower your hands, open your eyes. Begin in child's pose, please. If you're on your back, or want to be on your back, you can draw your knees into your chest and do child's pose that way. Otherwise, bring your big toes together, your knees hip width apart. Sit your hips to your heels and walk your hands up in front of you. Rest your forehead on the floor, a blanket or a block. Push your hands down and lift your shoulders up a little so your arms are straight and strong. Tone your lowest belly in. Then, as if you could get bigger, as if you could take up more space, push from your shoulders into your hands and sit your hips back. If there's any more room to do so, crawl your fingers out. Gently make your way back up to hands and knees, please. Line up the middle of your wrist with your outer shoulders. Spread your fingers wide and evenly and turn your index fingers to point straight ahead. For down dog, lift your hips up and back. Feel free to widen your feet and or bend your knees. And if there's any movement you'd like to bring into your down dog, please do so. I personally prefer to pedal out my legs and move my hips side to side. No matter how you're moving, maybe you're not, grip the floor with your fingers, and like your child's pose, as you push your hands down, lift your armpits up. Then push from your shoulder blades into your hands and stretch your hips back. You can do that even with knees bent. If your legs are straight, reach your thighs back too. Lower your knees to the floor. So your knees are under your hips and your arms and upper legs are straight up and down. With your inhale, lift your chest, cow pose. And with your exhale, round your spine. Cat pose. Move through these two poses at your own pace.
No matter where you are, tone your abdomen up towards your spine. And to stabilize the foundation of your pose, squeeze your forearms in, squeeze your inner thighs in. Gently make your way back to a neutral tabletop. This time, keep your thighs upright. Walk your hands out so you're in puppy pose. Sort of like a mix, a hybrid between tabletop and down dog. Then again, push your hands down, lift your shoulders, and if you wish, lower your heart and your chin toward the floor. However, keep your upper legs vertical and keep your armpits lifting. As your armpits lift, soften your upper back in like you did for your cow pose. Gently make your way back to hands and knees and to down dog. Place the inner edges of your feet together. Grip the floor with your hands, and with your inhale, shift forward plank pose, knees on or off the floor. Exhale, lower down. Uncurl your toes. Bring your feet as close together as they'll get and push the tops of your feet into the floor. Lift your shoulders on your back. Stretch your chest forward. Stay here or lift your head and chest up for Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. As you move your upper arms and your shoulders back, stretch your chest. With your inhale, get brighter, lifted in your chest. And with your exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up to hands and knees. Exhale, down dog. For the next little bit, movement will come with half breaths, meaning with each inhale you'll do something, with each exhale you'll do something. If your breathing is not the same pace as mine, prioritize your pace over feeling rushed or slowed. Take an inhale and an exhale. At the end of your exhale, step or hop your feet forward. Fold over your legs. Inhale, lift and extend halfway. Ardha Uttanasana, bend your knees or place your hands to your shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, arms by your sides, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, lift your arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, plank pose, knees on or off the floor. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take 3 even breaths in your down dog. And the end of your third exhale, step or hop your feet forward. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana. One more time. Inhale, lift your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift and extend, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, plank pose, knees on or off the floor. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, Cobra, or if you prefer, up dog, which is still arms back, chest lifted, but hips off the floor. Exhale, down dog. Take 3 even breaths. Although this is a more classical flow, all the flows that we do today will not be classical, but they will be deviations of classical, meaning inspired still by sun salutations and by various flows in light on yoga. That's more than 3 breaths. At the end of your next exhale, step or hop your feet forward. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, arms by your sides, Tadasana. Inhale, lift your arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bend your knees, sit your hips back and down, Utkatasana, power pose. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, step back, plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift up, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take an inhale in your down dog. Exhale. Inhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Lower your back knee to the floor, and for monkey lunge, lift your arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, stay in your lunge, sit your hips down and forward. Inhale, stretch up a little higher. Exhale, lower your left hand to the floor, twist open to the right, and extend your top arm up. Lower your top hand to the floor. Step back, plank pose, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left foot forward. Lower your back knee to the floor, arms up. This is still your first inhale. Exhale, sit your hips down and forward. Inhale, stretch up, get a little higher. Exhale, twist. Lower your right hand to the floor, lift your left arm up. Twist in your upper body to the left. Lower your top hand. Exhale. Inhale, plank pose, knees on or off the floor. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take 3 even breaths. At the end of your third exhale, step or hop your feet forward. Fold over your legs. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up, arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale. Inhale, plank pose, knees on or off the floor. Lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Remember, shoulders back, chest forward, even if you have to be low. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, step your right foot forward. This time, keep your back knee lifted, arms overhead, high lunge. This is back heel up. Exhale, sit a little deeper in your front leg. Inhale, reach through your back heel, stretch up. Exhale, twist. Bring your left elbow outside of your right leg. Place your palms together, twist. With your inhale, get longer. Reach through your back heel, reach to the crown of your head. Exhale, lower your hands down. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, step your left foot forward. High lunge, arms up, back heel up. Exhale, bend your front knee. Inhale, reach through your back heel, stretch up. And then exhale, twist. Bring your right outer shoulder outside of your left leg, palms together. Twist over in your upper back. And then get long with your inhale. Reach through your back heel, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lower your hands to the floor. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down. Take 3 even breaths in your down dog. At the end of your third exhale, step or hop your feet forward. Fold over your legs. Inhale, lift and extend, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Moving on. You can stay facing the front of your mat. Lift your arms overhead. Place your palms together. Hold your left upper arm with your right hand or hold your left wrist. Lean back into your heels and stretch up. Lean your torso to the right. Move your hips to the left. Move your right shoulder more forward. Lift your chest, lift your chin. Push into your left foot and pull with your right. Go for space. Gently come back up. Lower your arms out and down. Inhale, lift your arms up. Take hold of your right upper arm with your left hand or take hold of your wrist. Lean back into your heels. Stretch up through your spine and through your arms. And lean your torso to the left. Move your hips to the right, move your left shoulder more forward. Lift your chest, lift your chin. Push into your right heel, pull with your left hand and go for space. Come back up. Lower your arms down, mountain pose. Step to the top of your mat if you're not there already. Inhale, lift your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Utkatasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift and extend. Changing things a little bit. Step your left foot back to a lunge. Turn your back heel to the floor so your back toes turn to the left. Place your hands inside of your front foot. Stay here with your wrists under your shoulders or walk your hands forward and off to the left for down dog lunge. Squeeze your feet toward each other. Move your right outer hip back and widen your right knee. Push into your left heel. Push into your hands. Gently walk your hands back in. Frame your front foot with your hands. Lift your back heel, lower your back knee. Lift your torso upright and place your hands to your hips. You can stay here or interlace your hands behind you. Like your cobra pose, move your shoulders back, lift your chest. Do or don't, begin to straighten your arms, but keep your upper arms in the same position, meaning they're not dropping. With your inhale, lift your chest. And with your exhale, do or don't, sit your hips down and forward. Squeeze your back knee toward your front heel. Squeeze your inner left thigh, left heel in. And again, lengthen through your spine. Lift your chest. Lower your hands to the floor. Curl your back toes under, lift your back knee, and step your back foot forward. Fold over your legs. Step your right foot back. Lower your back knee, nope, that's wrong. Lower your back heel to the floor and place your hands inside of your front foot. It's down dog lunge first. Stay here, walk your hands forward and a little to the right. Down dog lunge. Squeeze your feet toward each other. Move your left outer hip back and widen your left knee. Push into your right heel. Push into your hands so that you are creating your own strength. Strength from the inside out also means that you're strong enough to support people and things outside of you. Walk your hands in. Lift your back heel, stay in your lunge, lower your back knee. Place your hands to your hips. Stay here, interlace your hands behind you. Move your shoulders back. Without dropping your upper arms, begin to straighten your arms. So another way to say that would be, without moving your elbows, straighten your arms so that your knuckles are in the same line. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, do or don't, sit your hips down and forward. Squeeze your back knee toward your front heel. Squeeze your right inner thigh and ankle in. Again, lift and lengthen your spine, get big. Lower your hands to the floor. For the sake of evenness, step your back foot forward, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift and extend, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, plant your hands, step back, plank pose. Exhale, lower down. This time, interlace your hands behind your low back. Bend your elbows, squeeze your shoulders in, lift up. Lift your legs. Press your tailbone and abdomen in. Move your outer upper arms in. And as you reach your shoulders back, knuckles back, stretch your chest forward. Lower down, exhale. Place your palms to the floor, press up, and back to down dog. Take 3 even breaths in your down dog. At the end of your third exhale, step or hop your feet forward. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana.
Exhale, arms down, Tadasana. Breathe freely. Oh, it's humid here in Arizona. Step to the middle of your mat, please. All right, have a block nearby. You may or may not need it. Put it toward the right side of you, which for me is this side. Take a wide stance, please. Lift your wrists to the height of your shoulders, widen your ankles. Turn your right foot open to the right. Look over your right hand. Bend your front knee, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Lean to the right, triangle pose. Place your hand to the floor or a block. Lift your top arm up. Bend your front knee, warrior two again. This time reverse your warrior. Place your back hand to your thigh, turn your top arm up. Curl over your back leg. Keep bent in your front knee and widening your knee towards your little toe. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, triangle pose again. Now if you're using a block and want to take it with you, do so. Bring your top hand to your hip for now. Look beyond your right foot. Step your left foot in. Move your right hand or block forward and a little wide. Then lift your back leg, half moon. Ooh. Reach your top arm by your side or extend your top arm up. Lift your kneecaps to firm your legs. Lift your back heel and move your right outer hip in. Stack your hips and shoulders. Come out the way you came in. Bend your standing leg, step back, triangle pose with or without the block. Then bend your front knee, warrior two. Straighten your front leg, turn your right toes in, place your fingertips together, step or hop your feet together. Okay. Move your block to the other side if you used it. Block or prop of some sort. Take a wide stance. I like to jump. I'm not getting enough cardio these days, so every jump counts. Turn your left foot open. Look over your left hand. Warrior two, bend your front knee. Straighten your front leg, lean to the left. Triangle pose. Place your hand to the floor or your block and extend your top arm up. Warrior two again, bend your front knee, arms vertical. Keep your knee as it is, turn your front palm up, bring your back hand to your back leg, and crescent over your back thigh. Sit low in your front leg, widen your front knee. Lift your torso, warrior two. Straighten your front leg, triangle pose again. There's a plane. Look down, take your block with you or not. Bend your front knee. Bring your hands to your hip and step your top foot in. Your hand forward, lift up. Do or don't, extend your top arm up. Lift your kneecaps to firm your legs, lift your back heel. Move your left outer hip in, stack your hips, stack your shoulders, and lengthen your spine. Come out the way you came in, bend your knees, step back into your wide stance, triangle pose again. Even if it's not pretty, you did it. Bend your front knee, warrior two. Straighten your front leg, turn your left toes in, and bring your hands to your hips. Line up your feet, bend your knees and float forward. Place your hands to the floor in between your feet or underneath your shoulders for more support. If your knees are bent, great. If your legs are straight, however, lift your kneecaps to firm your thighs. And no matter what, move your hips a little forward. Walk your hands forward. Heel toe your feet in until they are about outer hip width apart or a little wider. Here's the key. Everybody's anatomy is different. That's what makes us unique. But what's important is to keep the angle of your feet the same as the angle of your knees. So if your feet are forward, keep your knees forward. I prefer toes out a little bit. Widen your toes a little, aim your knees with your toes, and then sit your hips towards your heels. If that's not an option for you, you can keep your hips up and your forearms on your thighs. Bring your upper arms on the inside of your legs, place your palms together. Push your elbows into your legs, squeeze your legs into your arms, lift your chest. If it feels safe to you, you can sit down from here. Otherwise,
Otherwise, stand up and help yourself to a seat. Bring the soles of your feet together. Bella. I really don't want her to eat that butterfly. It's okay. One at a time, move your inner thighs out. Place your hands to the floor behind you, lengthen your spine. She doesn't normally eat butterflies. She does really like bugs, so hey. Stay here, or if your knees are in line with where your waistline would be, where you'd wear a belt, feel free to fold forward. Moving to the floor portion of class. If you're folded, lift your torso. Hold your outer knees with your hands. Use the strength of your arms to lift your knees up and straighten your legs out in front of you. One at a time, move your hips back. This will be a great time to grab your strap. Like I said, I like the resistance band. It's less to work with, but it's got more give to it. Dig your heels down. Place your hands behind you, lengthen your spine, and hinge from your hips, so now you're at a diagonal. This is going to change the stretch in the backs of your legs. Stay here or hold your calves, your ankles, your feet with your hands. Lift your chest like you did in your Ardha Uttanasana. Stay here or fold over your legs. If you have a strap or a resistance band, you'll put that over your feet. If your ribs and thighs are not currently in contact, bend your knees until they are. And as you dig your heels down, firm your glutes, which is hard to do in this position, and move your upper back in a little. Extend your chest towards your toes. Lift your torso. Lay down on your back, please. Have your block or block prop near you and your strap, whatever, next to you too. When you get there, bend your knees, place your feet to the floor. Widen your heels a little wider than your hips. Turn your toes in and let your knees rest in too. Just constructive rest. Bring your hands somewhere that's comfortable for you. Send your arms off to the side like a capital T, or bend at your elbows like a goalpost, and walk your shoulders in. Your feet are still wider than your outer hips. Keep them that way, but move your hips a little to the left. Lower your knees to the floor on the right like dominoes. Move your left shoulder in, look up or to the left. If you wish, you can cross your right ankle to the outside of your left leg. Send your breath to anywhere that needs a little more opening, which can often be in the way that we hold ourselves in our heart and others in our heart. It can be in the way that we are judging ourselves or others too. So as much as yoga can open our bodies, it can also provide the opportunity to open our minds and our hearts. Gently lift your knees back up. Move your hips through center and to the right, and lower your knees to the left. Move your right shoulder in, look up or to the right, and if you did on the first side, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Realign your hips with your shoulders. Straighten your legs on your mat. Bend your knees again. This time walk your heels in toward your hips. With your upper arms by your sides, push your upper arms down and walk your shoulder blades into your chest is lifted. It's almost like if you were in the beginning stage of Cobra pose and somebody turned you on your back. Lift your hips up, bridge pose. You can interlace your hands underneath you. I sort of prefer the upper arms down. It gives me more power. Walk your shoulder blades in again. Shrug your shoulders towards your ears and go for length. Push your shoulders down. Stretch your knees out. Let your head be heavy. Gently release your hands, lower your hips. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh like a figure four. You can stay here or come back here. Otherwise, draw your knees in. Thread your right arm through your legs, interlace your hands behind your thigh or around the front of your left shin. Use your arms to draw your legs in. And to stabilize your right knee, flex your right foot. Spread your toes, especially your pinky toe. And drag your heel as if toward your hip. I believe it was episode 11 that we went over that in depth. Gently release your legs. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Draw your knees in or not. And no matter what, rest your head down. As you draw your legs in, flex your left foot, spread your toes. Drag your heel as if down toward your hip. Gently release your legs. Draw both knees in, wrap your arms around your legs. Roll side to side or be still, your choice. You stay where you are, I'm just going to let her inside. Locate your strap, resistance band, belts, whatever you've got. Straighten your legs on your mat, bring your legs together. Draw your right leg in. With your arm inside of your leg, you can either hold your outer foot or your big toe and begin to extend your leg straight from there, or use your strap or prop in some way so that you've got hold of your right leg. Take out as much resistance as you need to and your prop to straighten your right leg, but as little as you need so that your right arm is straight. Not only does it mimic the classical form of the pose, which is holding your foot, but it prevents you from having to pull on your leg, which means you can relax your arm. Push your foot into your hand. Squeeze your inner thighs in. You can have your left arm by your side or bring your left hand to your thigh. Reach through both heels. This is a variation on a Supta Pada Gustasana flow, I guess. Sequence is the word I'm looking for. Supta Pada Gustasana is reclined big toe. You can keep hold of your strap or whatever you've got really, and then re-bend your knee. The most doable stage is going to be with your thigh outside of your rib and your shin vertical, similar to a lunge. Or, like you did in your needle's eye, cross your shin over your body, forklift your elbows underneath your shin, and do or don't lower your head to the floor. Final stage, bring your arm behind your head, interlace your hands, or hold your big toe. Final version of this pose is right hand to right big toe, arm behind head, without your left arm. I find that it's a lot on my big toe. It's too much for me. Keep flexing your right foot and squeezing your right sit bone towards your left inner thigh. All right, release. Come back the way you came in so that now your back and your Supta Pada Gustasana leg more vertical and upright. Take both sides of your strap into your right hand and open your right leg to the right. Keep your left arm to the side or bring your left hand to your foot. Lean your weight to your left, but push and reach through both heels. Lift your right leg back up. Either switch hands, so now your left hand is to your outer right foot, or hold your strap in your left hand. Bring your right arm by your side. At first, keep your right hip on the floor. You can even hook your thumb into your hip crease and angle your leg over you so that you stretch the outer part of your right thigh. This is where your IT band is. Then begin to twist. Keep your right shoulder on the floor and lower your right leg to the left. Allow your left foot to turn out, your right hip to lift, but keep anchoring through your right shoulder. Push your foot into your hand. Turn your right outer hip toward your left inner thigh. Turn your abdomen from the left to the right. Gently come back up. Release your right leg. Realign your hips with your shoulders and straighten your legs on your mat. Recline to mountain pose. Take a moment to notice if the work that you did in your right leg has now made your right leg feel different than your left. When I used to do that, I used to feel like my right leg was longer, and now it feels like my right leg can melt into the floor more. Try your left leg in. Hold your left big toe or outer foot with your left hand, or use your strap or prop in whatever way you did on the first side. One side might be very different than the other. This is my tighter side, so you can sympathize. Have enough strap out to where you can straighten your left leg, but as little strap out as you need to so that your left arm is straight and you don't have to pull on anything. It's okay if your left shoulder is off of the floor. Push your foot into your hand, squeeze your inner thighs in, and reach through both heels. Bend your left knee. Keep your thigh outside of your ribs, your shin vertical, you can stay here. Or bring your shin over the top of your body and forklift your elbows underneath your shin. So your right elbow is underneath your ankle, your left elbow is underneath your calf. Lower your head to or toward the floor. Or, this is great for necks. You can, you only have one, great for your neck. Bring your left arm behind your head, interlace your fingers, or hold your left big toe with your left hand, arm behind your head, and wrap your right fingers around your left wrist. If you release your right arm on the first side, do so here. I find that it's very extreme. Try to flex your left foot and aim your left sit bone toward your right inner thigh. Very gently release, come out and take hold of your foot however you had it on the first side. Okay. Begin to lean your left leg to the left as you lean your weight back to the right. Push through your left foot, reach through your right heel, and keep the right side of your body near the floor. Put your leg back up. Switch your hands. Hold your outer left foot with your right hand, or hold your strap in your right hand. Keep your left back on the floor, your left hip on the floor. You can even use your thumb and your hip crease to move it. Push your foot into your hand and lean your leg over your body to the right. One side might be different than the other. reach through both feet. Then keep twisting. Anchor your left shoulder. You can do arm off to the side as you lower your left leg to the right. Push your left foot into your right hand. Move your left sit bone toward your right inner thigh. Turn your abdomen from the right to the left and anchor the left side of your body to the floor. Shoulder, really. That's really the only part of your body that you anchor. Gently lift back up. Release. Realign your hips with your shoulders. Draw both knees in. Wrap your arms around your shins. And then gently straighten your legs on your mat for Shavasana. Close it, free pose. Rest in a way that feels soothing and sustainable. Breathe easy.
movement back into your body. When it is time, bend your knees and roll to one side. Gently make your way back to a comfortable seat. Keep your hands where they are. Place your palms together in front of your heart. In deep reverence and respect to you, to each other, to this practice, and to our communities. May the work that we do within ourselves show up in the way that we show up for others. Namaste.